Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Dining with Tiffany and Joe.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, this time we traveled all the way to Cuba. Yeah. We were making a day of it, checking out some new shops and such, got hungry and decided let's try something new. So we went to Habana. It's a Cuban cuisine. It's close by. It was fabulous. What did you think about it?
It was delicious. I've had Cuban cuisine before, but not the particular dishes that we got this time.
Right. I loved it. We both had empanadas for empanadas. Am I saying that right?
Yes, empanadas.
Empanadas. Okay. Empanada for our appetizers. I had the chicken empanada.
And I had the beef. Oh, it was seasoned perfectly. If anything I know about Latinos, they know how to season their food.
Yes, they do. They definitely do. My only wish was that my empanada was not as dry as it was. It was a little bit dry for me, so I was wishing I had either a dipping sauce or that. Just the inside of it wasn't as dry as it was, but it was still seasoned well. I loved it.
It was very good.
And very crunchy.
Yes, it was fresh. You can tell those were fresh made.
They were made when we ordered them.
Yeah,
definitely. What about your entree? What did you order?
Okay, here we go with the my non-Spanish tongue. Ropa vieja. It is shredded skirt steak, and it was sautéed with onions and peppers, and it was in a tomato-based sauce, and it had white wine in it, and Cuban spices. What are Cuban spices anyway?
I don't know.
They're delicious. Whatever Cuban spices are, but it was delicious.
I'm going to have to Google that.
It was served with black beans, white rice, and maduros, which is, I guess it's kind of like a pan-seared plantain, and it retains its sweetness. Oh my goodness, it was so good. It retains its sweetness and tanginess. It was very good. I love it.
Yeah.
And what did you get?
I had, now, some things I can pronounce well, some things I can't. So I'm kind of on this one. A lechon asado. Look, they got me at roasted suckling pig. I was all in at that point. It didn't matter to me what it was called or how to pronounce it. Roasted suckling pig. I'm like, that's what I want. But it also came shredded. I don't know what I was actually expecting. I think I was kind of expecting them to bring out a roasted suckling pig. I mean, their portions are large, but it was a shredded pork. It was marinated in mojo, and it was served with black beans that were seasoned perfectly. It was like eating meat. In fact, it had bacon in it. So I was like, yes. And some white rice, and maduros was on my plate as well. I was never a very big plantain fan, but now, oh my God, Becky, I want those all the time. Like you said, they were sweet. They had this crunchiness around the edges that were just perfect and soft on the inside. I loved it. The suckling pig was juicy. The seasoning was awesome.
Yes.
Rice was cooked well. It was all just a wonderful lunch. I really enjoyed my lunch. I loved my trip to Cuba by way of the Habana cuisine.
I love the music too. They're playing salsa music, and I really liked it. And they had this huge panoramic picture inside the restaurant of just like the coastline of Cuba. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it kind of made you feel like you were there.
Yeah.
And with the music and the wait staff also being of Cuban descent. It was perfect. It was just perfect. I loved it.
Very good. So now we're going to tell you, how did Habana stack up? What did you think about the atmosphere?
I loved it. I felt like we literally had taken our passports and we were inside a restaurant in Cuba. It was perfect. I loved the decorations on the wall. I loved how clean the place was. Even in the bathroom. When you went into the bathroom, I felt like I was in a very stylish restaurant because the bathroom was pristine. I loved it. I just loved it. And even the decorations, Cuban pictures on the wall in there too.
Yes.
You didn't miss a beat. What'd you think about it?
Same thing. I felt like it was a little dark in there, but it added to the ambiance, I suppose.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a romantic setting, but it was still just kind of, just like dimly lit and stuff, and it was really good. Like I said, the best of all, I really liked the music because I love Latino music anyway.
Yeah, I would have given it a 5, definitely. I'd give it a 5. What about you?
Yeah,
5?
I agree, a 5, yes. What about the health score?
This one, you definitely were going to love. It was a 100.
Yes. That's very, very hard for a restaurant to make a 100 on the health score, and they actually did it. And
yes, they
it was
did.
Spotless.
It was.
Absolutely spotless. The bathroom was spotless. The kitchen area was spotless. The dining area was spotless. Everything was very clean.
It was, and they're very efficient with everything. You get it in. I mean, you were done with something, they were cleaning it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I liked it. So what do you think about the cleanliness overall then?
5.
5.
Definite 5. Solid
I agree
5.
with you there. I agree with you there. What do you think about as far as the food? What would you give the food?
I would give the food a 4.5.
Okay.
Mine was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, like she said before, it's hard to get an absolute 5. That's why I scored a 4.5. It was delicious. It was very good. I didn't have anything. I did have to add, for myself, I did have to add a little bit of salt to my black beans. So I give it a 4.5.
I give it a 4 only because, as I said, my empanada was a little on the drier side for me. I too did add some salt to my black beans, but it wasn't because it wasn't spicy enough. I just felt like I needed just that little extra bit of salt. Other than that, my meal was fantastic. So yes, I do say about a 4 for me. What about the wait time? What do you think about how long it took for the food to come out?
I was very satisfied with the wait time. It was 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was fast.
It was about 15 minutes or less, yeah.
And we both got our plates at the same time.
Yes.
I loved how they brought the food out to us on the rolling carts instead of the servers having to carry everything.
Yeah, they had it on the rolling cart. I've never seen that in a restaurant, so that made it very efficient because you get the whole table's food all at the same time.
Exactly.
You'll have waitresses going back and forth bringing one plate at a time, so
and
that
they
made it
could
efficient.
clear everything all at the same time as well. That was really, really good. I loved that. And so now the price, it is a little bit more on the higher end. So that one is, I would say, about a 4 because being in the afternoon, still our entrees were more on the pricey side. It's not a place that you want, you're going to frequent all the time. It's somewhere that you definitely want to make sure that your wallet is padded a bit before you go in there. But it is worth it. It's worth.
Yes, it was well worth it.
It's worth the food. It's worth the atmosphere. It's worth the wait staff being there. It really is. It was like. I honestly, when we left, I felt like we just took a mini vacation to Cuba.
The thing that surprised me the most is when the food came out in the dishes, it made it look like it wasn't worth the amount of money that they were charging. But when you started eating it and realized, okay, dang, I can get 2 meals out of this food.
Yes.
So, and there were 2 men in there, and they were actually taking food home too. So the portions, they look small, but they're actually not small portions at all.
Now they did have a special for that day, and when they brought that out for the table next to us, that was a very large skirt steak.
Yeah. So that must be a Cuban thing. Maybe they eat skirt steak. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was delicious. I've never had skirt steak before, and it was really good. I enjoyed it.
I'm a pork person. Give it to me. It has bacon, suckling. I enjoyed myself a lot. So dining out with Tiffany and Joe was an awesome meal at the Habana Cuisine. Again, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The address will be at the end of the video so that you can definitely visit anytime you're in Fayetteville. If you're already here, stop by, check it out, enjoy it. If you're visiting North Carolina and happen to be close by Fayetteville, plug it into your GPS and visit them.
Head on over. Thank you for joining us in another episode of Dining with Tiffany and Joe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.